G'day, Tragic here, and welcome back to, well, that's actually not welcome back. This is the first one. First one, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Let's get into this. So, we have this little stack of tokens here. These are all rooms. Now, for the first turn of each player, we actually take 2 of these. So the ship grows very, very quickly at the start, and a lot of threats appear on the board. And then once we've established that, it slows down to only 1 tile per turn. I'll just put them up here. Let's do this. So we're starting with the black, what's his name? Black Gus Garrett or whatever. And the reason we're starting with him is because the rules say you start with whoever, the first person in alphabetical order and then move around. So I'm pretty sure B is the top, if I can remember how to spell. So let's get into it. First thing we do, see the new tile. Okay, so this is a captain's room of some sort. It's only got 1 entrance. So what I might do is I might just put this right here, get this out of the way. Then we physically place a die on it with the same number, so 3. So that's the starting fire level of that room. Then we draw a token, and boom, it's an 8 treasure. So this is a skeleton. On the back of it is a treasure. So that is the goal. We want to get that out. So that's great news that that's right at the front. Not so great that it's number 8. That's the captain, I think. I think there's special rules for the captain. I better check that. No, that's the captain's token there. So we've got to keep an eye out for that. Okay, let's draw the second one. Yoink. Okay, this one is a 4 and lots of freedom. I'm going to place this one here. Give it a 4 die. And draw another token. Oop, one fell out. Okay. Oh, it's another trapdoor. So this is a trapdoor. These get activated through the events cards, but when they appear, they also have a deckhand turn up. So he gets 5 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're his actions. Now, normally each player will have these tokens. Because I'm playing solo, I'm just going to keep track of it with 1 set. First thing he needs to do is walk onto the ship. Now, he can enter the ship through any of these 3 locations. 1, 2, 3. Now, the way fatigue works is that you gain fatigue from the difference between the fire die. So if I'm on the 1 die here, and I move to the 4 die area, the difference is 3. That means I would gain 3 fatigue by moving in there. Now, I can do actions from off the board, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to move 1 die. So I'm just going to go for a pretty audacious roll. I'm going to do a run action, which is 1, 2 for 1 action. Now I moved from here to here. So there's a 1 die there, so that's 1 fatigue. I then moved from a 1 to a 3, which is another 2 fatigue. And I also did the run action to allow me to move 2 spots with 1 movement. That gives me 2 more, which takes me to 5 total fatigue. Now, before I do that, I'm also going to spend 1, 2, 3 to raise my power. 1, 2, 3. And now, so I actually did that out of order. So I raised my power, then I moved. I'm now in here with an 8. Now I do have the sword, which gives me +1. So I'm actually +4, which means I need a 4 or better. So I basically need an Arkham Horror success roll of 5 or 6 to win. Let's go. There's something wrong with this die. Okay, so here's a little funny thing happening outside of my game, I was just testing this die because I often have real issues with wooden die because they're so light. Look how many times I've rolled this and I've never got higher than 3, not once. I think there's something very wrong with this wooden die. Well, look at this. Yeah, this is a busted die. I have to go get another die. Wow. It's been a while since I've used a wooden dice. This is why I don't like wooden die, because they can damage, they can be compressed. So they look fine, but they've actually been compressed somehow. God, that was on a 6 and then it flipped over. Look at this. That's unbelievable. Okay, let's get another die. Here's a good old Chess X. Oh look, I suddenly roll properly. There's a 1, there's a 5, there's a 4, there's a 6. Okay, right, so what we do need is a 4 or better here. Let's go. Your blammo, 5. Excellent. So we rolled a 5. We need an 8, as you can see. So that is 5 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, plus 1 is 4. So we're actually 1 over. Now every time you choose to use your power, it goes back to 0. But this is destroyed. And the treasure is now revealed. Excellente. Now that that's done, we have to draw a combat card, a thingo card. Now this says that any yellow or red dice with the value of 3 goes up. So this goes up to 4. And because he's actually in that room as the fire increases, he gets 1 extra fatigue, takes him to 6. This one also goes up to 4. And it also says any skeletons in a red room move, but there are no skeletons. These deckhands are not counted. Now it is Jade's turn. First she reveals 2 tiles. We have a nice 1. I like 1s. Let's put that behind the 5. Got to make sure that the doorways line up. And what have you got for us? Another another trapdoor. Out comes another little pirate dude. And her second one. It's a 2. I think I'll put this here. And another. Okay, this is another skeleton. This is only a 3. That's definitely not a treasure. Now, she has a pretty cool ability. This player can eliminate 2 deckhands for each eliminate deckhand action. Now, when you eliminate deckhands, you can eliminate them through doors. It's definitely not a treasure. I don't really know the ruling on this, but if we look at this card here, it says, eliminate deckhand, remove 1 deckhand from current or adjacent room. Now she can eliminate 2 deckhands. Does that mean she can eliminate 2 in the 1 room or 1 in whatever room? Like if she's here, can she eliminate 1 here and 1 here? Or do the elimination have to be in the same room? She also has the dagger, which allows her to take 2 deck elimination actions for 1 action point. Now I'm not really sure on this. I'll get someone to help me with this, but basically I'm going to say that she has to do the elimination in the same room she's in. Okay, so she's going to spend 2 actions and lower the fire level here to 2. Then she's going to, you know what, she's not going to do that. So she's going to leave this at 4. She's going to spend 2 actions and go 1, 2. So that she gets 4 fatigue for entering here, and 5 is 1 higher than that. So that's a total of 5 fatigue. So So that's meow. Then she's going to use her dagger. So for one action, she's going to kill this guy and this guy.
Okay, right. Just to clarify what's going on here, this is one of those cases where I know the rules, but I am just speaking wrong because of my dyslexia with reading cards aloud and all that kind of stuff. So what is actually happening here is that the dagger gives you a free action to kill Deckhands, okay? So you get that action for free. And her ability allows you to kill 2 Deckhands in a single action. But the action itself says you can only kill 1 Deckhand in the room you're in or the room adjacent. So the upshot of all that is that she can use her dagger and her ability combined to kill 2 Deckhands in the room she is in or the room adjacent to her. That is a free action with the dagger. But without using the dagger, she can also kill 2 Deckhands either in the room she's in or in the room adjacent. So I spent 1 action and killed 2 Deckhands. So that is 1 action was her doing a normal action to kill the Deckhand she was in the room with. And then the free action was to kill the other Deckhand in the adjacent room. So I hope that makes sense. And, next time I'll try and, actually explain it while I'm doing it instead of editing it and going, what I'm saying is not making any sense in comparison to what I'm actually doing. Let's try and keep an eye on that, shall we?
And then for 2 more actions, she's going to reduce this to 3. Yonk. Okay, so the fire die on 2s go up, so this goes to 3. There's no monsters in there, but the ship is burning away. And we have skeletons move on red. There is no skeletons on any red, so that does nothing. Okay, Whitebeard's turn. Yablamo, let's see what you got. It's another red 2. So, I'm going to put this, okay, I'm going to put this here, 2. What you got for us? It's another treasure, 6 to conquer, not bad. And the next one, it's a 3. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. And it's another treasure. Wow, we've got some pretty decent treasures here. He's going to move into here. Now, he doesn't drop fatigue because he gets 1 less fatigue. That's part of his power. So then he's going to, so that's 1. Then let's see, lower the dice, move, lower the dice, lower the dice. Oh, kill. So then he's going to kill this guy. Boom. Then he's going to lower this dice. So this is now gone. Then he's going to move in here. He takes another 4 damage, but this time he takes 3 because he gets 1 less damage. And then for his last action, he's going to lower this by 2. And he can do that because he has the blanket, which says may lower a fire die by 2. Now he has to draw. Okay, so all 2s go up by 1. There's a 2 here, so that goes up to 3. He's in the room, which means he gains 1 more fatigue as the ship burns around him. Now, this other symbol means that all the deckhands spread out, but we've actually killed all the deckhands, so that does nothing. Okay, it's now Cobalt's turn. First tile. Okay. God, we're finding it really hard to find a place to put these things. Let's put that one there. What you got for us? Oh, it's another trapdoor. Wow. And last one. Oh, so this is the first keg. So this is actually an explosive keg of gunpowder, and basically if a card pops up that has that number, it'll explode this room automatically. So I'm going to put this here. Give it a, actually, you know what? Let's stick it out here. So basically that's a blank wall, so there's no doorway there. So this is the only room being affected by that explosion right now. Okay. Ah, it's another skeleton. What's he gonna do? One. He's gonna go. Let me see. 1, 2. It gives him 3 fatigue. 1 to kill this guy. I'm going to take 1 action back and do a run instead, so he actually gets another 2 fatigue. And then he's going to spend 2, 1, 2. Then in the last action, he's going to use the pistol, which says you may attack from an adjacent room for 1 action per turn. No fatigue is lost for a failed attack. So we're trying to hit a 3. So we only need a 1 to win. So this is an instant win. Okay, we get a 3. So he's killed and we don't have to use our power. So he's killed. And it is a Cutlass. Excellent. Let's pull his room. Okay, it's a 1 and the trapdoors activate. What this means is that any 1s go up. There are no 1s on the board, so that's fine. Oh, there's 1 here. So that goes to a 2. And all the trapdoors activate. So that is bam, bam, bam. That's it. There's 1 here as well. That's... Oh, and there's 1 here as well. God, there's so many to activate. Here we are. Boom, that's a lot of monsters. So, the last turn of the round. Now, this girl gets an extra action because she has 6 actions. So, what she's going to do, she's going to spend 1 action, take the rum and exchange it for the bucket. Now, the bucket says you may lower the fire die in an adjacent room once per turn. So she's going to use that to move 1 into here and then lower this one by 1 die. So that takes us down to 3. She's then going to spend 1 action to kill this guy. She's then going to move 1 into here. That gives her 3 fatigue. And she's going to spend 1 more action to kill this guy. And for her last action, she'll increase her strength by 1. And there you go. That is round 1. Oh, wait, we still need to pull the thing. Wait, did I pull rooms for her? I don't think I pulled... Did I pull rooms for her? I don't think I pulled rooms for her. I'll just quickly do that now. I'll take these away if I go into editing and see that I didn't pull them. We'll put them far away from her so that it doesn't affect her turn. And 2. It's another kegger. Oh, perfect. So there's no wall there, so we can put this like that. Bam. Yabonk. So hopefully this will not have something that we want to kill, because that's in the middle of nowhere through a whole bunch of burning buildings. Oh, it's a treasure. Damn it. Oh, it couldn't have been worse. Okay, so this is the die that I picked. Okay, so yeah, this is the one I picked. Notice how that doesn't have a pip. That means any completely put out fire is now alight. And all the trapdoors activate. So, there are no yellow fires that are out. There's only a red fire that's out. So that doesn't do anything. But we get a whole bunch of deckhands spawning everywhere yet again. So that is the end of that. Why have I got one action I haven't taken? Have I taken that action? Oh no, I moved this up. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. It was not a bad opening start. We've already got a treasure. We'll get that next turn. We have another treasure here, another treasure here. Now we need to get 6 treasures for this game because we're playing Buccaneer. So we're on track. Oh, there's another treasure up here. So there's 5 treasures on the board. So we basically have worked out what we need to do. Now we just need to do it. Okay, that's that. And I will see you guys next time. I still can't believe that wooden die. Let's have another quick go. Come on, wooden die. Let's go wooden die. 3. That was cocked. 1. 1. 2. This is ridiculous. See, if you didn't know much about dice, like if you just played board games every now and then, you would be very frustrated because you'd be losing every single battle because the die will not roll higher than 3. That is crazy. Look at this. Gee, come on. Come on. Oh.